Hi, this is Winn Claybaugh. Welcome to my Best of Masters weekly audio blog for AmericanSalon.com. Next up is one of my favorite clips from the last 20 years of inspiring interviews from Masters Audio Club. How often have you seen a makeup artist or a hairdresser or a wardrobe stylist be the diva on the set? And
Constantly.
The next question is, how long do they last?
You know, let me just tell you this. Evil rises just as fast as good.
Really?
Yeah, yes it does. The thing is...
So they can act that way and they still get rehired?
Sure they do. And I've always wondered what that was about, and I don't know that I'll ever know the answer, but I will say this is what I have seen in my 33-year career is, for me, success is not how much money I have in the bank.
Right.
And it's not how many statues I have. It's not how many accolades I have. It's the reputation of my peers, okay, in the industry. That is most important, and the longevity, okay? If you can keep doing makeup for 33, 44, 50 years, if that's what you want to do, then you did something right.
And everybody around you loves and respects you.
If you're hired by your own peers,
Right.
when you're not department heading,
Right.
that speaks about who you are. But when you're just isolated to do the jobs that you're thrown, and you need an agency to sell who you are, until I was connected with Ali and Peggy with Co-Cosmetics, I never had ever anyone representing me, ever, because I always represented myself.
I thought you had to have some type of agency represent you in order to get certain gigs, no?
I don't think you have to, but I do think the industry has definitely an avenue by which you cannot meet certain clients, you know, high profile clients like, you know, Armani or, you know, corporate sponsors and things like that. You're not going to get in the door unless you go through an agency, because those agencies, the corporate sponsors who are looking for those makeup or those photographers, they're going to go through agencies. So I think there's a communication that's just with agency per agency.
Got it.
But in the industry of film and television, you know, we have a union that, if you want to call it, and I don't mind saying, is representative. I think you still have to represent yourself. You know, they may cover you if it's not warm in the trailer, if there's something that, you know, if the food has roaches on it or something. But, you know, the union is just a byway to get through the doorway.
Okay.
You know.
What I hear you saying is, yeah, those are all avenues, but how you've chosen to do it is you're a good person with these other skills. You got a good head on your shoulders. You've got the confidence and those other life skills that are actually keeping you so successful for so many years.
I will say that the key word I believe in, and I try to instill this when I've been teaching for over 20 years, and one of the things is that I say to students, and I know this is going to come off really unusual, but bear with me, is that when I see a classroom of students, is I say, you know, not all of you are going to make it. And I get this look in. But what I want them to understand is that you all can make it. What you need is initiative. You know, things are handed to people too easily, and things weren't handed to me. You know, I started at the bottom of the barrel. I did the non-union. I did things for no money. I did things charitably, because life tells you that you don't know what situation is going to bring you to the next. And you know, what your attitude and your persona and everything is by the time you're training yourself to do a new career is already instilled. And so you have to have motivation, initiative, and most of all, personal integrity and character. You know, I will take anybody to the back room that wants to step on my reputation or my character, because I've worked very hard. You know, you can say anything to me.
Tell me I'm a bad makeup artist. Don't say I don't have integrity or character.
That's correct.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And I've honed that and worked on that, and I polish that with all that I can do outside of a makeup brush and a foundation. That requires work at home. That requires looking at a lot of other things inside of me. And so I believe that that has been the assist, you know, spiritually for me. And I'm not speaking religiously, just spiritually. When I'm at home and maybe I don't have the best day, or maybe an actor yelled at me, like somebody snapped at me, and I was like, I just did the best I could possibly do. But, you know, maybe it's not personal.
Right.
And so I go home and I rework, and I think, you know, when I parted ways with Diane on a good note, the thing I remembered saying to myself most was that, you know what? I did the very best. And in every movie that my name's on with her, she looks the best. So wherever she goes and wherever I go, that's all I need to know. And I'm ready. And, you know, we have to move forward sometimes. I mean, staying with somebody, you know, beyond a certain time when you organically know it's not good anymore, that's signs of life when you need to move on.
Right.
You know, and, you know, that comes with maturity. That comes with knowing, you know, and listening to your intuitive self inside and not your ego going, more, 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 more.